In this video, I'm going to explain about the concept of AEO and GEO and how to build a AEO and GEO strategy to rank in AI engines as well as generative engines. To watch the video till the end so you can understand all the concepts in a clear and detailed way. Now, first of all, I would like to highlight some misinformation which is being shared on Reddit as well as on LinkedIn as well as on the web by a lot of people who don't understand properly, but they just want to share. And this particular post which you are seeing here is shared on LinkedIn, and I've seen so many people are sharing it without even understanding what they are talking about. Example, if you see GEO, they are thinking that GEO means local SEO. That's actually a local SEO result. So that is somebody have mentioned that as GEO. Then I wanted to know more. So here, if you see geographic engine optimization, now I'm sure that this may have been sometime in the past. Some AI engines have given this definition. That's basically hallucinating the actual meaning. And a lot of people have started pointing this as a GEO. If you check on Google, also a lot of people talk about this GEO as geographic engine optimization, which is totally wrong. So today in this video, I'm going to explain you about what is the AEO and what is GEO and what are the rules and regulations of ranking in AEO. And all right, so let's talk about what is AEO. Now, if you take the basic definition of AEO, AEO is the process of formatting, structuring the content to be easily understood and cited by answer engines. Now, here answer engines means specific systems which are there to give a direct answer for any question, and this is basically the provide a single direct response to the user query. So AEO is something where we can also call it as answer engine optimization, where the goal is to give the answer whatever the question user asks. So here if you see, the target is AI overviews as well as featured snippets as well as voice assistants like Google Voice Assistant, Siri or Alexa. And if you say a simple example of this, if you ask a question on Google, why the sky is blue, you get an AI box now. Basically, earlier we used to call this as another name. Before this AI boom have started, they used to have something called as featured snippet. From long back, Google is doing it, but now it has a specific name called as AI mode or AI overview. So to get your answer here in AI overview, or you get your answer in Google Assistance, or you want to get the answer via Siri or Alexa, you have to implement the answer engine optimization strategy. Later, I'm going to explain you how it is implemented, what are the rules and regulations of implementation. That's the definition of AEO. Now, what is GEO? Now, GEO stands for Generative Engine Optimization. And the goal of this is to focus on large language models, LLM, ChatGPT kind of thing, gather and summarize information. When a user asks an AI, for example, how the LLM works is, if suppose the question is compare the top 3 CRMs for business. Now AI doesn't just look for keywords and rank on the number one position based on the keywords and backlink like search engine does, right? That's not how AI works. So what is AI going to do is, based on this content, it's going to actually find the website which are talking about it. Now see, it reads multiple sources, that's the generative engines, synthesizes the pros and cons in each of that article, and writes a unique paragraph or unique list of data. And GEO is a strategy to ensure your brand or content is included in that synthesized paragraph or list. So in short, if I ask ChatGPT, if I ask Gemini, if I ask Perplexity that compare anything, let's say top 3 CRMs for agencies, this is my query. So what it will do, it will try to access the data from the web and give us an answer based on the pros and cons of that. From so that list may be there or a paragraph may be there. I'll give you an example. Now the target is all the generative engines. It can be ChatGPT, it can be Gemini, it can be Perplexity, it can be Grok, it can be any AI engine, generative engine, where our answer, where the user is looking for the answer. Now, for example, here on the right hand side, I have shown one query which I have asked on ChatGPT. This particular query is on ChatGPT. So I have asked a query, best dentist in Hyderabad. And look at this. It has given us some intro part here. And it's also clearly mentioning that based on this data, high rated dentist in Hyderabad based on patient reviews, ratings, and clinic reputation. And also the various services they offer. And this pickup data is picked up from Practo. And then it shows number 1, 2, 3, 4. And actually, if you hover on this, it will show a call option, it will show a website option, it will show a direction option, which is basically fetched from Google business profile. So the first website, Smileline Dental Hospital, is coming from Practo. The dental specialist is coming from Practo. This is coming from Practo. This is coming from independent website. This is, so if you notice, most of this data he's been fetched from the Practo. Practo is a health aggregator. Now we will study how to get our listing into GEO, how we can list ourselves in this list, either if it is a paragraph based answer or it's a list based answer, how can we rank up here? We will discuss that as we move forward. So AEO is answer engine optimization, GEO is generative engine optimization. Now the question comes is, I don't want to do, can I do AEO and GEO? If that's a common question, a lot of clients are also asked. So here is the point you have to remember, the relationship between SEO, AEO and GEO. Now, first of all, layer number one, let's say you want to build this, tower. Now imagine this particular section is not there. Now, what about this? Where it will be landing? It will be at the bottom, right? It will fall. Now, without this particular pillar, all right, without this pillar, without this aspect, AU and GEO won't exist there, right? The same thing here, like SEO depends on keywords, it depends on content, it depends on backlinks, and that's the frame one. Okay, that's the level one, your base. And after this base, then only you get AEO and then only you get GEO. So if you don't have SEO, if you don't implement SEO, it's gone. You are not able to rank in AEO and GEO in most cases, most of the time. But in some cases, you may rank. Okay, but with SEO, AEO and GEO can able to actually help you better. And also remember, depending only on SEO is also a mistake in the present generation. Reason for that is a lot of people are directly asking questions on answer engines and generative engines. So you have to be available where our target audience are. And for your information, even this picture is actually made with AI tool itself to just present my idea. I have mentioned this tool, and this pillars actually represent some connection between AEO and GEO as well. But that's just the idea to showcase that without SEO, there is no AEO and GEO. Keep this in mind. Now the question comes about, how do I implement AEO? What I need to do? And if I want to implement GEO, what I need to do? So now, few things you have to do in AEO implementation. Number one, write content directly answering the question. One of the bad habit of content writers in SEO point of view is that if you want to write about the topic of dentist in Hyderabad, for example, now I'll start the content with having a tooth pain is one of the worst kind of pain a human can experience, and a lot of blah 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 stuff. After that, you will come to the topic. Now here in AEO, if you want to be in AEO, AEO system, the thing is you have to answer the question as quick as possible. If your article is what is SEO, so your first paragraph, first line, SEO is a strategy of so and so, which means you have to answer the question directly. So that is where the answer engines pick up your content based on what is the direct answer you are writing. Number two, target question based queries. How, where, when, why, what, okay, where. All these questions are question based. So wherever the topic is about a question, try to write content related to question and integrate some question oriented topics in your general answer also, because that will help you to land in the answer engine system. So target question based queries. And number three, very important, use structured data, which is also called a schema markup, for FAQs, which is very important. A lot of websites have FAQs in their web page, and also how to schema. These two types of schemas are very, very important, from where the AEO's engines will actually pick up the data from your FAQs, which is a direct answer to the question, and also the how to schema. And the next option, structure the content with the right headings and bullet points. Many times what happens, the AE engines actually pick up the content from various headings of the page as well as the bullet points. So if the points are crisp and simple, all right, short and simple, most of the time AEO will pick up that answer. So it's very simple. What you have to do is in your content, while you're writing the content, make sure the answer is given precisely for the given question. Try to focus on more question-based queries, FAQ and schema, and how to schema markups, and also structure the content with proper heading and subheading as well as bullet points to give a proper answer to the AI engine. So basically, if you follow these aspects, most probably you're going to be added into the AI engine. Now, apart from it, there are other factors also, because AEO and GEO are also interconnected. Now, how they are interconnected, I'll give you that idea. as well. Now, this is how we implement the AEO in a simple format. Now, what is GEO implementation? How can we implement GEO in the page? Now, this is more complicated, okay? Number one, focus on quotability and unique data. What do you mean by quotability? What do you mean by unique data? See, the website which publish some original content like research, who provide some surveyed information, okay, they provide some insights, all right, insights, and they provide some kind of unique experimental data. Basically, Geo loves that website which provide the content which is directly relatable, but it is also very unique, which is not copied from anywhere, which is not just run of the mill content. So that way, if your website has it, for example, if you take a website like Statistica, okay, this is basically a website which has a lot of stats. That website is quoted a lot on your GEO system. So you have to see the focus on quotability. Whatever content we are writing, it should have something original, something valuable, which can be quoted in the GEO system. That's the first point you have to remember. Number two, website content with EEAT quality. If you are already in SEO, you know that one of the most important factor for our content today is experience factor, then expertise. Google actually gives importance to these factors, and your content should talk about a specific topic authority, and also your content should be trustworthy. Now, EEAT is an actual update in the Google, where Google looks for the experience in the content, expertise in the content, authoritative in the content, and trustworthiness in the content. So this is an SEO factor which will actually also impact your integration with the GEO. So the generative engines also pick up this content in regular basis. All right. And number three, structure for synthesis, not just scanning, which means specialization. It means that don't just write one point answer. That's good for AEO. But for the main content, for the main topic, you have to go into the depth of the subject, because generative engines like those websites which are going into the depth, not just overview, not just one line definition. So it should be in detail. It should be, example, if you see this point, they're all actually just structure, because I'm explaining you the detail in that. But for GEO implementation, in each of this, you should have a lot of sub content. Only then we can say that this content is basically good for and brand visibility and footprint in trusted sources and citation. Now, this is the most important part. In fact, in AEO as well as GEO, your brand visibility and your brand footprint, how many places you are available, and what are the sources, are they trusted sources, and what are the different companies giving citations, your name, email, your name, address, phone number citations are coming to you. So brand visibility and your overall footprint of the brand in trusted sources, which means suppose you're in Wikipedia, that's actually a positive sign about your business. If suppose your company is on various aggregator websites, that's a very good sign. Your content is on news, your brand is on news website, that's a great brand visibility. So if you are available on some of the trusted sources in your given industry or in general in the given country with citations to your brand, it will help you in GEO and get featured in related industry topics, which means if I'm talking about digital marketing, if my name, if our institute name is featured in other articles or other content which is related to digital marketing, so the relationship will be found that, okay, MD Azhar means digital marketing, Mohammad Azruddin means digital marketing, and web trainings means digital marketing. That relationship is also found very effectively by the by the generative engine. So you need to have yourself published in various industry related content as well, related website as well, and brand repeated across multiple platforms. This I can tell you, most of the AI engines are using this very heavily, which means are you available on Google business profile, which shows the first part that whether you are real or fake. Now, next after that, are you on social media platform? Is your brand available on different aggregator website? Is your brand available on third party, regular website? Is your brand source, cited on local websites like Just Dial, etc.? How many sources your website is available, your brand is available? Basically, you will get that much of high reputation and your brand will be pitched into the system. So that is the idea, where if you implement each of this option in a systematic way, you can able to get the GEO, but it's not overnight. Now, a lot of people want ranking overnight in AEO and GEO engines. It's not possible. It takes time to build a reputation, right? Build the reputation. So basically, if you want to get a good visibility in your AEO and GEO, start working on external sources, start working on building better content with the EEAT factors, and work on your brand across multiple sources. Without a backlink also is enough. Just your name. Suppose if I'm doing it for Web Trainings Academy, that name. If I'm doing it for my own brand, let's say Digital Azure, so wherever the word Digital Azure is mentioned, the digital marketing content is also presented. So that way it will be very, very effective. So this is the things which you have to consider. When you do it in a proper way as explained here, you will be able to get both AEO and GEO. I hope you understood this concept. If you like this video, please subscribe to my this new channel, which I'm going to only put English content, and like this video and share your questions in the comment as well. And this will be our new channel, Digital Azure in English. So I will be sharing a lot of content with you only in English. So all my English subscribers can follow me on this channel. Thank you very much.